boy, overcast. Oh, good luck. More rain. All right. Oh man, it's been a great summer here. I'm Miller Rodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. I just got out of bed a little while ago and was thinking about these guys, the Bikes of Wrath, and thinking about I didn't ask them. I'm looking forward to seeing, trying to figure this out. Or these guys are doing a documentary of their bicycle trip from Australia, retracing the path of the Grapes of Wrath from Oklahoma to Bakersfield, California. And it was a very, very fascinating thing because, how do those things happen? I have no idea how it happened with them, but a lot of times, guys will be sitting around talking about something and maybe somebody read the book and was inspired by that story. And, Steinbeck wrote that story, I think, I don't know when he wrote it, but it was a long time ago. And so person now, I have no idea how it happened. No idea. It could have been some guy sitting around, having a few beers and, oh yeah, let's get on our bikes and retrace that, man. That'd be the greatest thing. And that's stuff that guys always talk about that never happens. But, and I don't know how it happened with these guys, but something did happen. There was an idea somewhere. And then from that little seed, it actually happened. And they actually pulled it off. They actually got everything together that they needed, flew over here, got to Oklahoma, got on their bikes and started pedaling. And the interesting thing about that is, for me personally, what are the chances of those guys getting together and doing that? The chances are slim. I mean, slim to none. I'm betting on none every single time. Because you'd win. If you could bet on that, you would win every time, except once in a while. And you wouldn't have won this time because those guys actually did it. They actually got on their bikes, and I met them at the halfway point. And the interesting thing for me is that I actually met them. What are the chain of events that those guys getting together and doing that, and the chain of events that led me to be at that stoplight at the exact same moment that those guys got off the freeway at the halfway point of their tour, got off the freeway? The chances of that are trillions to one. Have to be. And the interesting thing about a story like that is, because these guys were so bright-eyed and so happy and so filled with energy and so the vitality and just love of what they're doing, that it had a great impact on me. And so that, they, as far as the universe goes, I don't want to get all out there, but as far as the whole thing goes, they did their job for me. At that exact moment, they did something for me. Now, these guys were so incredibly positive and filled with such love and such just an awareness of who they are. But I don't think at this time that most people would even think of what they've done for humanity. Now people say, oh, well, what did they do? They got on a plane and, flew over here and got on some bikes and rode around. But that's the kind of thing that people do not understand can be something that's almost magical. Because it's not that they just did that, because I don't know how this is going to affect them. It's going to affect them in a very good way, I'm sure. But, they may have not been doing that for themselves. They may have been doing that for someone else. They may have been doing that for the person that was feeling that they had a goal that was too far. Their goal was too far. Their goal was to be a doctor. And they thought, well, that's too far. I'll do something else because I don't know if I can do it. And then they see the documentary that these guys put out, or they actually cross paths with them, and that person gets the energy and the example, the personal example of what humans can do. And so they go out and they, instead of going to this other school, they go to the medical school, and they become the one that cures cancer. Or maybe it doesn't even happen with this generation. Maybe it's the person that goes out and finishes medical school instead of doing that other thing and becomes the greatest doctor of that community. And that's the one that inspires someone to go and to be a medical doctor or researcher, and that's the one that discovers cancer, the cure for cancer. You never can tell about stuff like that. It's impossible. It is impossible to tell the amount of goodness that those 5 guys on that trip have done for humanity. It's just impossible to tell. They did a lot for me. And so I'm doing a video about them. I'm Ella Rodney. Thanks so very much. Thanks very much. Bikes of Wrath. The Bikes of Wrath. Thank you for what you've done. You're an inspiration to a lot of people, and you can never tell how great you've done, because it's just going to be one little step after another. If all humans could do something as great as you guys did, oh my God, what a world we'd have. I'm Ella Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. I'm going to put a link to a video and go. I'll put the matter of fact. I'll put the lyrics in the description as well. Bye-bye.